Once upon a time, in the charming village of Sweetberry, there lived a curious and cheerful girl named Lily. She had sparkly brown eyes, bouncy curly hair, and a heart full of dreams. Lily loved exploring and had read many books about magical places. But the one place she had always dreamed of visiting was the legendary Candy Forest, a magical land where everything was made of candy. Every night before bed, Lily would ask her grandmother, Nani, to tell her stories of the Candy Forest. "Is it real, Nani?" Lily would ask eagerly. Nani would smile gently and whisper, "Only those with the kindest hearts and the bravest spirits can find the Candy Forest." One sunny morning, Lily packed a small bag with her favorite things: a magnifying glass, a pink journal, a rainbow-colored pencil, and 2 strawberry cupcakes. She had decided it was finally time to find the Candy Forest. As she stepped out of her cottage, the birds chirped cheerfully and the wind danced around her. She followed a tiny trail that sparkled with sugary dust, something she had never seen before. Her heart leapt with joy. Was this the path to Candy Forest? She followed the trail through the meadows, crossed a jellybean bridge, and arrived at a glowing candy cane gate. The gate had a big golden button that said, "Press for sweet surprises." Lily pressed it with excitement. Piff! A cloud of cotton candy mist swirled around her, and suddenly, she was standing inside the most beautiful place she had ever seen. Welcome to the Candy Forest. There were chocolate chip mountains, rivers of raspberry syrup, bubblegum trees with marshmallow leaves, and soft sugar clouds floating above. Lollipops taller than houses grew from the ground, and gumdrops lined the paths like pebbles. Everything sparkled like a fairy tale. Just then, a tiny creature popped out from behind a licorice bush. It had jellybean eyes, a caramel tail, and wore a jelly jacket. "Hi there," the creature squeaked. "I'm Chewy the Candy Squirrel. You must be Lily. We've been waiting for you." "Waiting for me?" Lily asked in surprise. Chewy nodded. "Only a child with a kind heart can save the Candy Forest from the sour storm." Sour storm. Chewy's ears drooped. "Yes, a bitter wind is coming from the land of sour shadows. If we don't stop it, everything sweet will turn sour forever." Lily knew she had to help. "I'll do it. What do we need to do?" Chewy's eyes sparkled with hope. "We must find the crystal sugar star. It shines so brightly that no sourness can survive near it. But it's hidden deep in the center of the forest, guarded by the sugar sprites." And so, the adventure began. Chapter 2: The Fudge Falls and Jelly Jungle. Lily and Chewy journeyed past the Fudge Falls, where warm chocolate poured down cliffs into creamy lakes. They crossed it using floating wafer boats, waving at friendly fish made of gummy candies. Next, they entered the Jelly Jungle, where the trees were made of jelly of all colors: grape, apple, orange, and blue raspberry. Every step was squishy and giggly. Suddenly, a giggling voice said, "Who dares to tickle our jelly bellies?" Out came 3 jelly giants, wobbling with every move. "We're just trying to find the crystal sugar star," said Lily, holding her hands up kindly. The giants stopped. "You are brave and honest," said one. "You may pass, but only after solving our riddle." The riddle was, "I'm sweet but don't have a tooth. I'm loved in youth and truth. I melt with time, but leave a smile. What am I?" Lily thought hard, then said, "A candy." The jelly giants clapped and cheered. "Correct. You're clever, too. Take this rainbow ribbon. It will help you on your way." Chapter 3: The Licorice Lake and Gummy Bridge. They reached the dark licorice lake, where the water looked sticky and deep. "How do we cross?" asked Lily. Just then, the rainbow ribbon began to glow. It floated from her hand and stretched across the lake, forming a beautiful, sparkly path. "Wow!" Chewie gasped. "That's magical." As they crossed the ribbon bridge, gummy dolphins jumped beside them, singing happy candy songs. On the other side stood a gummy bear guard wearing a peppermint helmet. "State your purpose," he said with a deep growl. "We need the crystal sugar star to stop the sour storm," said Lily bravely. The guard gave them a soft smile. "Many wish to take the star, but few come with good hearts. You may pass, but beware of the sour shadows ahead." Chapter 4: The Sour Shadows. The sky turned dark as they entered the land of sour shadows. The wind howled like a monster, and everything looked gray and gloomy. Even the gumdrops were turning into sour lemons. Suddenly, sharp lemony thorns shot up from the ground, blocking their path. Chewie shook with fear. "The Sourlings are near." A shadowy figure slithered out, a creature made of sour candies, with a twisted frown. "You cannot stop the storm," it hissed. "Sweetness is weak." Lily stepped forward, her heart pounding. "Kindness is never weak. Sweetness is love, and love always wins." The creature laughed, but then the rainbow ribbon around Lily's arm lit up brightly, sending a blast of colorful sparkles toward the Sourling. The creature screeched and disappeared into a puff of sugar dust. The thorns melted away, and the clouds parted. They had passed the darkest part of the forest. Chapter 5: The Crystal Cave. They soon found the crystal cave, glowing with shimmering sugar crystals. The walls sparkled in pastel colors, and in the center floated the crystal sugar star, shining like 1,000 rainbows. The sugar sprites appeared, tiny glowing fairies made of cotton candy. "You have passed the tests of bravery, kindness, and love," said the leader. "You may take the star, but remember, its power comes from your heart." Lily carefully reached out and touched the star. It floated into her hands and began to glow brighter and brighter until it lifted into the air and rose above the forest. Boom! The whole candy forest lit up with colors. The sour storm vanished, and flowers made of frosting and sparkles began to bloom. Chapter 6: The Sweet Celebration. Lily and Chewie returned to the center of the forest, where all the candy creatures were waiting. The Candy Queen, a tall, elegant lady made of spun sugar and chocolate, stepped forward. "You have saved us, Lily," she said. "You are now the guardian of the candy forest." Everyone cheered, and a huge candy parade began. There were jelly bean fireworks, chocolate fountains, and marshmallow dancers. Even the jelly giants joined in, playing drums made of cookie tins. Chewie gave Lily a necklace with a tiny glowing star. "This will bring you back anytime you wish to visit." Chapter 7: Back Home. As the sun set, Lily knew it was time to return. She waved goodbye to all her new friends and stepped back through the cotton candy mist. Suddenly, she was back in her own garden, just as the sky turned pink. She ran to Nani and hugged her tight. "Nani, it's real. I saw the candy forest. I met a candy squirrel and saved the forest from a sour storm." Nani smiled and gently touched the glowing necklace around Lily's neck. "I know, my sweet Lily. I knew you would find it." From that day on, Lily never stopped believing in magic. And every once in a while, when the wind smelled like sugar and the clouds looked like marshmallows, she would whisper to the sky, "Thank you, Candy Forest. I'll come visit again soon."